Welcome to today's deep dive. For you listening, especially if you're like prepping for the SAT right now or just want to feel a little smarter without a headache.
Which is always nice.
Right. Well, our mission today is to break down this really fast-paced, highly casual 30-second YouTube short. It basically promises to take an entire, notoriously frustrating high school geometry textbook chapter and just make it click instantly.
Yeah, because, most of us assume math is completely static. You think of a geometry problem as this fossil that's just trapped in ink on a page, but this visual completely shatters that illusion.
Okay, let's unpack this. The visual setup in this short is simple, but it's pretty wild. So we are looking at a circle, and grazing the very bottom edge of that circle is this straight tangent line.
Just touching the bottom.
Right, exactly. And inside the circle, a triangle is drawn, so its bottom edge connects 2 points on that curve. But the key to this whole 30-second lecture is watching what happens when the creator grabs the top point of that triangle.
Point D, right?
Yes, point D. They physically drag it around the edge of the circle. And it immediately reminds me of a video game settings menu. It's like grabbing an FOV slider on your screen and watching the entire game environment warp, stretch, and, adjust in real time just to maintain the underlying code's rules.
Oh, that is a great analogy. And what's fascinating here is how that mathematical code actually dictates the movement. As point D slides around the circle, there is a specific angle at the top of the triangle.
The one color-coded red in the video.
Exactly, the red one. It absolutely refuses to change. It is mathematically glued at 30 degrees to match the 30-degree angle formed at the bottom by the tangent line.
Wait, hold on. I have to stop you there.
Sure, go ahead.
If you grab the top corner of a triangle and literally stretch it across a circle, warping the entire shape, how can that angle possibly stay locked at 30 degrees? Like, shouldn't stretching the triangle fundamentally change that corner's measurement?
Intuitively, yeah, you'd totally think so. But that is the core of the alternate segment theorem, which this video is proving. Think of it this way. The bottom side of that triangle, the chord and the tangent line it touches at the bottom of the circle, well, they're fixed anchors. The theorem dictates that the angle created between that fixed tangent line and the chord will always perfectly mirror the angle tucked up in the opposite segment of the circle.
Ah, because those bottom anchors aren't moving.
Precisely. Because they stay put, that red angle at the top is completely locked. It has no choice but to stay at 30 degrees, regardless of where point D travels on the curve.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though, because you have that rigid red angle acting as your fixed anchor, but the video contrasts it immediately with another angle in the triangle.
The green one.
Right, the green angle, which is actively shifting.
Yeah, the green angle is constantly changing as point D moves, but, and this is the kicker, it shifts in perfect real-time synchronization with its corresponding bottom angle.
Oh, wow.
So as you drag the point, you are watching the green angle grow or shrink, and the angle opposite it is flawlessly matching its value on the fly. It is a dynamic, literal double proof of the theorem.
That is so much better than reading about it.
Oh, totally. Instead of reading a dense textbook paragraph trying to explain, why the angle between a tangent and a chord equals the alternate segment angle, the video just shows you. You watch the shape contorting while the rule visually holds true.
So what does this all mean? Well, for you, the learner, it means a 30-second casual visual shortcut on your feed can instantly bypass hours of staring at static pages. Seeing complex theorems in dynamic motion really flips a switch in your brain.
It really does. It translates these abstract, rigid rules into a living system.
Yeah.
It gives you a sense of cause and effect, When you can manipulate the variables and visually see the mathematical boundaries hold firm in real time, the theorem ceases to be something you just blindly memorize.
Right. It becomes an environment you actually understand.
Exactly.
So I'll leave you with this. If seeing geometry in motion completely changes our understanding of rigid mathematical rules, what other boring or traditionally static areas of our education and our lives are just waiting for the right dynamic visual to instantly make sense?